to talk to myself for a few minutes if you guys want to come hang out with me. I am already started the prep work, but I'm making bacon wrapped goat cheese stuffed dates. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Hi, I don't know who joined me. Oh, hi, Christina, hi. Baked baking tonight as I get ready for our Grinchmas brunch tomorrow. So, I am currently smoking flour. I am smoking... The fact that I can't remember is probably a good sign, right? No, I know. I'm smoking birthday cake kush from the Wellness Farm. That is from their grow, Cannabis Rex, the Wellness Factory. So, yay. Yeah, so I have a super important day tomorrow. Tomorrow is my Grinchmas brunch. We always do a Grinchmas party, we being myself, my mafia, my ladies. We always do a party, and this year I thought a brunch would be fun instead of our normal dinner parties. So, that being said, I make a ton of food, and I always overfeed everyone, but because not everyone that's going to be eating tomorrow, hi, Brock just signed on. He can't talk because he's still in Facebook jail, but he's looking at me. I love you. Because everybody that's eating tomorrow isn't necessarily a fan of cannabis, I am doing it a little bit differently. Normally I use an infusion with either the olive oil or my butter or the coconut oil. And since not everyone's going to be partaking, I'm doing loaded bacon. So the thing about THC and flour is A, it needs to be decarbed before you can cook with it, and 2, it needs to bind onto fatty molecules. So bacon, being delicious and fatty, is going to actually just be put directly onto the bacon to cook. And I'm not going to prep everything. I'm going to prep everything tonight, but I actually won't put the cannabis on it until tomorrow right before I bake it, because these are stuffed with cheese. I don't want to prepare them too far in advance because gross, reheated cheese, nobody wants that. So you guys have the distinct honor of hanging out with me while I wrap bacon around about 50 stuffed dates. I whipped my goat cheese with thyme and a little pink salt, and then just piped it into my little guys. I'll show you. I don't really, normally I move the camera. I don't really want to do that tonight because I'm positive I will not be able to get it to stay straight. So here's my my little dates. If you're not familiar with dates, they're super sweet, a very syrupy taste, super packed, healthy fruit, and it has a really long pit in the middle, so I had to use a paring knife to slice it and then just take out the little pit, and that was a bit meticulous, but it's totally worth it because you get the sweetness of the date plus the like that really creamy earthiness of the goat cheese, and then the crispy salty yumminess of the bacon. So I'm just going to do a couple, and then I'll show you essentially like how, if you were to load it, how you would load it if you wanted to. So what's going on, guys? I'm super excited about our Grinchmas party tomorrow. This is, I think, maybe like our 6th year of doing it, and it's always it's just a great way to wrap up the year with all of my ladies. By the way, when I cook, if I have to touch things, I don't like to be sticky and I don't like to be oily, so I normally cook with gloves if I have to actually touch those things quite a bit, and it's pretty convenient too, because then I don't have to scrub down every time. And here, so let me grab a date. I shouldn't have stuffed them all. Not that you guys even care. I don't know. I had a really nice girl named Emily tell me that she watches this and that it's super helpful for someone that is like a first-time cannabis user, which was super cool because I've really just thought about it in terms of like, I mean, kind of everybody I know is at least semi-familiar with it. And then for a lot of people, just because of work and adulting at large, they haven't been able to use cannabis in a long time. So it's kind of just like revisiting an old friend. But yeah, for first-timers, I think this is really cool that she shared that with me, because I do want to just help people feel comfortable with what it is that they're using beyond like, oh, hey, I just want to get high, because I love that. but it's a really expensive hobby, and if you're going to be investing money in something, you just want the very best out of it. And I'm a big foodie, also a big wine person, so I kind of view cannabis as in the same vein as something that enhances my experience. I'm just talking with a date in one hand and some goat cheese in the other. But it just enhances the experience. So big shout out to Emily. Thank you so much for letting me know that you're hanging out with me while I get high and make shit in my kitchen. Oh, also, your girl got a haircut today. Yeah, I don't have a mullet anymore. That's pretty cool. So back to my dates. My dates have been pitted, and I just take my little goat cheese. I roll it into a little log, and then to keep it from squeezing out the middle, I use my finger to just press it in, and then I'm going to run my finger along and just seal it in nice and tight. So boop. That goat cheese has already been, it's already been whipped and had some herbs mixed in. So I'm going to take this guy, and I have some extra long, essentially like mini skewers / extra long toothpicks, whatever you want to call them. You're going to want to skewer the bacon because bacon's crazy. So you'll take your date and bacon and just really tight snug it up against it so that it will help keep the date closed and the cheese in there while it's baking. So it's got a little cheese out the edges, that's fine. If you like pine nuts, you can just dip the ends in pine nuts, and that's a pretty nice addition. So then you get to stab it, so you just stab it through the center like that, and then you're going to use this guy to turn it while you bake it so that the bacon gets all crispy. So that is how you do those. There's like 50 of them, so that's going to be a little time consuming, but they're totally delicious, totally worth it. I have found that like the things that I love the most to eat are always the things that take super long to make, like macarons. So I'm going to hit this bowl, and then I'll show you like what to do to sprinkle your herbs on it. How are you guys doing? Holiday is like 3 days away or something now. I see lots of people posting about last minute shopping. That seems miserable. Did anybody have to like throw elbows today or steal the last of a toy while you guys were out shopping? I know traffic is stupid here. I had to run a couple of errands today and traffic was just dumb. Thankfully I did not have to go into Tulsa at all. Just hung out in Little Owasso. So sure, Max. So that's done. Oh, I guess I could have gotten my goodies. I'll be right back. Hey again. So this is the grinder. We actually have another grinder from Leafly as well that I got when I went to do their class. So there's already a little bit of ground up bud in here. Once you decarb it, then it's going to be like super easy to grind. Because you're baking this with the bacon, you don't actually have to decarb it in advance. If you did, it would just pretty much turn to powder before you could get it on the bacon. So I have just a little bit in here because we're just, we, like the cats and I, All right, so from my little screen, I have just a little smidgen right there. Oh, I forgot. The other thing that I'm doing tonight is sausage balls because dead pigs. So here's the guy. Once that's down, I want to put it like, there we go. I want to put it like seam it down so that it lays flat. And then you just take your little green magic and you're just going to put it right onto the bacon itself. So like, boom. And then whatever cannabis is on the plate, you can just dab it up. And that's going to actually bake into the bacon. And when cannabis bakes, it has a nutty kind of aroma and taste to it. So obviously I'm not using a ton of cannabis on this bacon. I'm doing a half batch, so the people that aren't interested don't have to eat it. The people that do want it can. And yeah, I have like 50 dates to wrap, but I won't make you guys watch that. Oh, Christina, you had to go out today. Yeah, it looked pretty miserable. And I was out pretty early too. I think I was done with my errands by like 1 o'clock, so it wasn't so bad. I'm gonna move this over so that I can get the sausage balls out. I did those earlier. I mixed them so they'd be ready to go. Does anybody actually watch me cooking while you eat? I'm curious. Oh shit. No, that's first. Man, I just need a damn assistant for real. For real. I need an assistant to hand me stuff off camera. I actually need more than assistant. I need like an entire crew of people. So, before I do the sausage rolls, I want to show you guys my homemade marshmallows. Yay! Homemade marshmallows. Yeah. Woo. These are loaded. I did not do this one live because you have to whip your egg whites and then you have to pour in your sugar water mixture while it's still like kind of boiling. So between man handling, woman handling, the hot sugar and my stand-up mixer making lots of noise, it's just not like a user-friendly dish to make, but I will post the recipe. I made them loaded by substituting the THC tincture, which is the alcohol-based tincture, substituting that for a portion of my extract and my flavors. So these guys have to be cut up later, and I'm putting that off because it's going to be a big mess. But I made the cutest little goodie setups for my friends because that's what I do. But tonight I'm going to peel off the parchment, just douse this with powdered sugar, dice it up, and hope for the best. So we'll see. What else did we do then? What else? Oh, I made, this looks really gross though, you probably don't want to look at it. Homemade blueberry compote. So that's simmering for waffles tomorrow. And I'm making like 30 sausage balls in just a few minutes. But yeah, I will drop the recipes for tonight, and some of you I get to see tomorrow. I'm super excited. I did go out. I take that back. I did go to Walmart today, Christina. I needed more mixing bowls because, so I got a new set and they're black and they're beautiful. So I did zoom out and get that, but it was still very quick and small and local. Yeah, guys, when I said baked baking earlier, I'm really just the only one that's baked right now. I am not medicating everything so that my friends don't accidentally get high tomorrow. But these are the hard candies that I made. I will be making hard candies. Oh, New Year's Eve. So we're having a party New Year's Eve at Mojo in Tulsa, and it is Canna friendly. $20 gets you in, and we're gonna have snacks. We'll have burlesque performances, and you can hang out with people that aren't drunken assholes and be in a Canna-friendly environment. So if you want to spend New Year's Eve with me and my friends, check out the link. I will post it down below. Boop. What else? Oh, guys, I'm getting ready to make the transition. I will still be on Facebook because obviously Facebook is everything still. But I will be live streaming. I will be moving my videos to Twitch and to YouTube so that I don't get flagged for cannabis use, because I'm not trying to get put in jail on Facebook because they're stupid. So look out for that. Of course, the links will be public so you can hang out with me and you won't have to mix any, or you won't have to sign into anything, etc., etc., etc. I know you guys hate adopting new platforms. But I will be doing stuff so that I don't get in trouble here. And I don't think you guys really want to watch me make like 800 sausage balls, which is really the next thing on deck. This is like, been chilling for a couple of hours now, so the spices and the flavors mix in. So it's sausage, baking powder, flour, diced celery, and chives, and super shredded cheddar cheese. And you mix it all up, and I like to leave it for a couple of hours to blend in, and then I'm kind of obsessed with my mini cookie scoop. So I'm gonna make mini meatballs, which actually means there'll probably be like closer to 100 of these by the time I'm finished. which means I should probably quit fucking around with this and go do work so that I can feed my friends tomorrow. Guys, I'm excited to hang out with you. Thanks for hanging out while I do some baked baking. Sorry it wasn't a better endeavor tonight. I didn't really think about how unbaked some of my goods are. And how boring this is. You guys don't want to look at me make dates. It's boring. It's boring. But I will drop the recipe. You can add cannabis to your food without having to use an infused product, which was just kind of the point of tonight. And I'll post a picture when everything is dusted and ready to go in the oven tomorrow. That's it, monsters. I'm pretty excited for the end of the year. It's solstice tonight, the the longest night, and you're supposed to refocus your energy. So quit fucking around on Facebook, go refocus your energy, pet your cats, and thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll post the recipes. Bye.